What's going on, guys? How are we doing today? This is Bashar Cat2 here with you. In this video I'll be showing you guys how to create a shipping plan for when sending your products to Amazon's fulfillment centers. So what's happening, guys? This is Bashar Cat2, Amazon seller and mentor. In this video I'll be sharing with you guys how I create shipping plans for my products to send it from either a supplier, in China or in the US or anywhere in Canada, whatever your supplier is, or even if you are, creating a shipping plan for, your products that you are trying to fulfill yourself, or for retail arbitrage. That's another thing that I do. Also, another thing, if you are looking here, this is actually, my store. Inside of my store, I actually have products that are actually, I'm selling. These are not my products, right? I don't, I'm not the manufacturer. I'm not the supplier. None of that. Those are actually, I'm helping out a friend. I am listing their products for them online, and I do that also. I do a few different things with Amazon. One of them is listing other people's products. I have talked about this in many of my other videos, but I am going to show you guys, because I don't want to show my actual products. I am actually going to use this as an example to show you guys how I would do it. Now, what I am going to do is I'm actually going to select two different items to show you guys that it is possible to ship more than one item or create a shipping plan for more than one item. So you don't have to, if you are sending, more than one product, not item, more than one product. If you are sending more than one product together at the same time, you can actually do that, and I will show you guys how to do that. So guys, please, if you have any questions, if there's anything specific that I have not covered in the past about Amazon FBA or any other topics, leave them in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel as I post daily videos about Amazon FBA and other topics when requested. Typically, my videos come right about this time. On YouTube. I also go live on Facebook between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. about right after I finish posting videos on YouTube after this. So guys, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, smash the thumbs up button, and let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Also, another thing that I want you guys to share with me, if you are selling on Amazon, did you already start? Do you have a mentor? Do you have, somebody mentoring you? Who is your mentor? What step of the process are you at right now? Are you looking at it? What tools are you using for product research? Let me know about yourself. I want to get to know my followers, know you guys, know exactly what you are doing, what you are lacking, so I know what to post. I know how to help you guys. Also, if you have any questions for me personally, you want to send me a direct message, there's a link to my website. You could do that. Also, if you want to look at my mentoring program on there, you could do that right there and then. It's going to be the first link in the description, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to be sending, how to be creating a shipping plan. So let's say we are going to select just any two different items. It does not matter. We're going to select 1 and 2. So here's what you do. You go right here, and then you click on this, and then you go to Send Replenish Items, or Send Replenish Inventory. And as soon as you do that, it's going to take you to this page right here, and it's going to ask you, are you sure that you know that you have selected 2 items? You're going to say yes, because sometimes it may think that you are doing this by mistake or by accident. So you need to make sure that you tell it, yes, I am sure that I want to do that. Now it's going to tell you that you need to actually, you know what? Never mind. Let's go ahead. So I'm going to pause this for 1 second, because these are not FBA products. I'm going to select 2 of my FBA products, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back here with you. The reason why it said that, because those are not FBA products, which means we are fulfilling them by ourselves. In order for this to kind of look right, I have to show you guys products that that are, that I have sent for FBA. So these are 2 products that I am doing retail arbitrage on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually let's pretend like I am sending more products of these 2 items. So you go to Send Replenish Inventory, and then after that, it's going to tell you you have selected 2 listings. Are you sure you want to do that? You say yes. And then from there, it's going to take you to this page right over here where you actually create your shipping plan, and you go about doing things, right? So what you do is you go to ship from another address, and then, you either select that address or you select whatever. So let's say I'm sending it from my, supplier in China. So you go ahead and do that. and then, or you put in the address. You could actually put in the exact address. If you are doing it from a supplier in China, you need to make sure that you are actually putting in the exact information, just like how your supplier will tell you, because the city and all that, it's different address. You might not be actually used to the way it is, so you need to make sure that you know what you're doing. You always leave it at individual products, create a new shipping plan, and then you go to continue shipping plan or creating a shipping plan. And then from there, what you do is you just go down right here. Let's see here. And then you're going to put in how many different items of each product you are putting in. So let's say we're sending 10 of each, right? So we're going to go 10 and 10, so that's total of 20. And then you're going to select continue. So here, my face is in the middle. So you're going to select continue, and then you're going to go right over here. Now, prep required. When it asks for prep, that means if let's say you're sending two different items from two different suppliers, they need to be put together. Like when you are creating a bundle, that's one thing that I talk about, and I say create a bundle. Let's say if you are creating a bundle and you are sending them from two different suppliers, they need to be put together, or some type of prep needs to happen before the product is ready to ship. Then you go and say prep required. In all of my products, I never needed prep to be done because it gets expensive, so just don't worry about any of that. Just press continue, and then from there it'll say labeling required. Now you do labeling when you are private labeling. Okay, when you are private labeling, you need to understand this. What you do is that you need to obtain a UPC code. That is obtained from a website called upcmania.com. Now, or I'm sorry, barcodemania.com, not UPC Mania, but barcodemania.com. They cost about $5 a piece. I always get the 3 for 10, so you're saving $5 when you do that. And I just keep them. Sometimes I even do the 5 for 15 or 5 for 20 or something like that. And I'll just kind of keep them around for whenever I'm doing product research and whatnot. So you go to Barcode Mania, you get your UPC code, and then you send it to your supplier, whoever is going to be manufacturing your product, and make sure that they put it on your product. What I do all the time is that I actually have my package designer put the code on the package. That way it's just one paper. I'm not being double charged by my supplier, because your supplier will charge you 10 to 20 cents per UPC code to be put on your products. So what I do is I'll just have my supplier or my package designer, which I get them from Fiverr for $10 or $15 per package design, just go ahead and actually include it part of the package at the bottom, and I send them a link. And that's that. And I send it to my supplier. My supplier prints it and it sticks it on my, if it's a paper, they put it on there, or if it's an actual box, they print it out, make it, and then put the product inside of it. So this one you need labeling. In this case, we are saying that we're retail arbitraging, so you don't need a barcode because the product already comes from the manufacturer with a barcode. So what you're going to do is you're just going to send it. You're just going to press continue, and then from there, let it just load for a second. And then from there, you're going to say approve shipment. So here's what happens, right? So when you do retail arbitrage, when you're doing private labeling, sending hundreds of units, this does not happen when you're sending it from China. But when you're doing retail arbitrage, you're only doing 10, 20, 30, 50 units of a product. Amazon will have you sent to multiple locations, typically 2 to 3. The reason for that is that Amazon has warehouses all throughout the US, right? And Amazon does not want you to send all the items, or all the items of a product to one warehouse, let's say in the West Coast, and then all of a sudden they get orders from Detroit or Washington, or New York or Florida or whatever, and now they have to ship cross country. So what they do is they just disperse your products. They put like 3, 4 here, 5, 10 here. Kind of they look at, okay, where does this product usually get ordered from? Because you're not the first seller of this product, right? If you are private labeling, the same thing. I mean, you found that product on Amazon, so that Amazon, just because you're private labeling it's your own, does not mean you're the first person to sell the item on Amazon. Similar items have been selling on Amazon for years, maybe even decades. So they know exactly where most of these orders come from, so they do that for you. But when you are retail arbitraging, you have to do it. So in this case, you have to send the unit, multiple units to different addresses. So what you do is you just say approve shipment, and then from there, what do we want to do is after that is done, you need to work on shipment. So this is, so you got three different shipments, so they're gonna work on shipment. Okay, so here is where it gets a little bit tricky. Here is where you need to understand exactly what's happening, right? So what you're doing here is that you're gonna tell Amazon what exactly you are using, what the box dimensions, all that. Now, because I used a Chinese supplier, this is not. I probably shouldn't have used the Chinese supplier, but I should have just put in a U.S. address because that's what I typically do when I send for retail arbitrage. But if you are private labeling, this is perfect because right here you won't have the option of partnered Amazon partnered carrier. You just leave it at this. If you are, and then always keep this at small parcel delivery. If you are doing my God, I lost my chain of thought. If you are doing retail arbitrage, then you're sending it from a U.S. address, like your address or somebody else's address within the U.S., then these options will be available for you. I always use UPS and always use their partnered carrier. Don't just go yourself and ship it using UPS or FedEx because you'll get a discount. Now you won't actually pay upfront. You'll just be sent a packet, a label, which I'll show you right now. You stick it on your carton and then you send it out. But you'll be charged later, so your account will be charged, right? After you get money and stuff like that, they'll just deduct it from there. So anyway, so let's say we're private labeling. These are not available. Always keep it as small parcel, and you go from there. All right, now here is where it gets a little bit tricky. So how will the shipment be packed? Now, because we are sending two different products, we're going to choose everything in one box. Or if you want, if you're sending, let's say, 20 different units of each of them, and then 20 fit in each box, and you just select one SKU in one box. But in this case, I'm sending all 20 units in one, or all 7 or 8 units or whatever they want me to send to this particular warehouse in one box. So I'm going to say everything in one box, right? So look what's going to happen here. So it's going to ask me first for box dimensions. So let's say it's 20 inches by 15 inches by 15 inches. It doesn't matter, which you put what, like width, height, whatever, but you just put it. And then box weight. So the carton weight, let's say it's 10 pounds, and it's always in pounds. Now, if you're doing private labeling and you're getting these numbers from your Chinese supplier, they're going to be in kilograms and in inches or in centimeters. So you just go to Google, type it up, and then you get that number in inches and in pounds. And then so in this shipment, you're sending 4 of this product and 4 of this product. So 8 are going to go in one box, right? And we're going to say confirm. And then after you're done, then it's going to ask you for your box label. So what you do is you just print the box label, and then it's going to take you to another page where you actually can print it. And then you just go right here, you upload it, you print it out, you stick it on your paper, and you take it to the UPS store and you just give it to them, and done deal. You're done there, right? You don't gotta pay anything, you don't gotta do anything. All you've gotta do is actually just drop it off, and then your account will be charged. Now, if you are sending it from a US address, right over here, when you select your carrier, when you select UPS or FedEx, it'll actually tell you right over here, it'll pop up and it'll tell you the price, how much you're getting charged. And you can either accept it or decline it if you think that you can get a better price going in. I never do that. I always, let them charge me whatever that is. And then you have to put in the weight and dimensions before you get that price. But aside from that, that's about it as far as, that's that. You just take that and then you put it on the box itself, and you ship it out, and you're done. So that's about it when it comes to sorry, I'm kind of trying to multitask here. That's about it when it comes to actually creating a shipping plan, whether you are doing retail arbitrage or whether you are doing you're actually private labeling and you're sending it from a Chinese supplier. That's how things work and stuff like that. So this is what you gotta do. Once again, guys, this is Basharket here with you, an Amazon FBA seller and mentor. If you have any questions, please let me know. If there's anything you want me to cover in the next video, I